The Planning Office is working on several efforts that are designed to enhance the city's economic vitality by revitalizing some of its business districts. Specific plans for the downtown, for North Fremont, and Lighthouse are being developed that will create a roadmap for that revitalization. Eric Palmer has more.
The city of Monterey has seen many transformations over the years. Pictures from our archives show the dramatic changes of districts like downtown Monterey. We are in a similar position now, as the city looks to improve and revitalize our main business districts. Specific plans will explain the vision for future land use development. They are developed with community and other stakeholder involvement.
The City Planning Office is working on 3 specific plans, one for our downtown, one for Lighthouse Avenue, and one for the North Fremont area. And the purpose of a specific plan is to jumpstart new development or redevelopment in these areas. In light of the current economic situation, there's really going to need to be a strategic look at incentives and basically kickoff points that need to jumpstart new development in those areas. Well, obviously the downtown is the heart of our community. It's historically been our downtown and is a very strong link between the waterfront and the wharf and all of the amazing experiences you can have on the waterfront, but just pulling those people from the waterfront back and forth up and down Alvarado Street. And I think a healthy downtown is good for visitors, but it's also great for residents. Well, the Planning Commission's been busy at work. They've been working on sections of the specific plan, but most notably what we've been working on is the transportation and parking study. The key issue that many of the merchants and property owners in the downtown are focusing on is the concept of increasing accessibility to the downtown by providing two-way traffic on some of our streets. So we've been working on the study for looking at, if you come in on Del Monte Avenue, to make a left on Del Monte Avenue onto Alvarado Street versus having to go around the block several times. Another major issue is parking supply. Where is it located today? What are the occupancy rates? Where should future parking supply be located? And what should the city's strategic plan for parking in the downtown be? So it's really this relationship of looking at the transportation network, possibly converting it to two ways in the downtown, and then also looking at our parking supply.
Other areas in need of improvement include the Waterfront, Lighthouse Avenue, and North Fremont. With the public, the Planning Office is working on developing plans to revitalize these areas as well.
It's a great opportunity that the downtown, Lighthouse, and North Fremont specific plans are being created at the same time, so we can have a comprehensive development strategy to our community. So it's really, we're benefiting from doing all of these at the same time, and there's a lot of synergy between doing one traffic study, one parking study, one environmental document, and having that vision for those areas. Well, the Planning Commission is also working on the Waterfront Master Plan. They've recommended to the City Council goals and policies for the waterfront. They're now working on strategic projects to implement those goals. So keep apprised of Planning Commission meetings and the specifics as that plan develops. Well, the city's been interested for a long time in looking at its waterfront. If you're at the corner of Figueroa and Del Monte and look at our waterfront, it's actually just not that inviting. We have the amazing window on the bay, but how is that going to carry on and connect to the wharf and Custom House Plaza? Right now, it quite frankly looks a little bit shabby, and we need to figure out how to piece all of the improvements together so we have a beautiful entrance into our waterfront.
The city understands that community involvement is very important. Public meetings continue to take place, where community members can discuss ways to improve our city. Where should we invest our resources as a community in the redevelopment of these areas?
The big next public piece is that on May 17th, 18th, and 19th, we'll be having a community charrette at the City Convention Center. And it'll be almost an all-day charrette, all of 3 of those days. And we'll be looking at trying to draw out those alternatives so we know which ones to study on a moving forward basis. So we have a city webpage specifically dedicated to our specific plan efforts. It's under the planning department, and it has background information, a substantial amount of background information, but also the dates that are coming up that you need to be interested in. But like I said, the key dates coming up for the public will be May 17th, 18th, and 19th, as well as keep apprised of Planning Commission agendas.
The results of these plans will create areas that are inviting to tour and engaging to conduct business. Healthy and vibrant business districts and the waterfront boost our economic health and quality of life. We must also preserve the unique character of these areas, since the city of Monterey is like no other. Revitalization is a complex and challenging undertaking, but with the experts of the community coming together, we can create a framework where residents, businesses, and visitors can enjoy attractive, livable, and workable environments.